everybody.
Hi.
Fiber Spider with friends. How is everybody doing? I don't see anybody in yet, but that's okay. We'll be bound to have somebody in here soon. Hope everybody is doing really well and fabulous and all that good stuff. And recovering from holiday heebie-jeebies. And so we have the panel, which consists of Russ from over at It's Raining Yarn, and we have the incomparable Tara,
Hello.
my Facebook minion, my little Edna,
Yes, I
and then we have Spring from Spring, the fiber enthusiast. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
And I'm sorry, and we've got Tippy. We've got
Yes.
Tippy.
Can't forget Tippy.
All right, we've got Taminas. Hello.
Hmm.
I'm not getting it up here on the.
No. I
It's
just
not
had, there we go. I've got mine just came up.
And we've got
Did it?
Sharon. Hello. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good. You know, that's one of the things that I like about Restream. Hey
There we
April, is that I can actually see the chat as opposed to what was it?
StreamYard.
What was that? Thank you,
StreamYard.
StreamYard. It's like, yeah, that one got just like icky,
Yeah.
icky, frou. And so yeah, we're just doing a very nice, chill sort of, uh, you know, charcoal gray Friday.
Yeah. With friends.
Hello, flipping lids. We're chilling out. Nothing orchestrated or major. Nothing. Just some chill time with friends. And I hope all of you are doing well. So we got 41 people, 46 people.
Wow.
In the description box, actually down below, is a link to the animal shelter. I had done a live stream with the Crochet Witch not that long ago, and she had a charity auction. And apparently, I just found out today that they are matching donations up to 1,500. Hey, Sugar Diamond! They're matching donations today up to 1,500, if I'm not mistaken. So if you're interested in helping out with the animal shelter, to save them and to help the puppies and the kitties and the other critters, please help them out. Share your support. Link in the description box down below. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's in there. So please do that if you can and if you are of a mind to. And I did actually get my auction winnings, and I'll be doing a video on that later on this upcoming week. Russ, hand over Tippy, says my loop-de-loom knit world. Oh, who's that? Sugar Diamond, thank you. Member for 7 months, Sugar Diamond, thank you so much. Thank you. So yeah, how is everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Did everybody have a nice day yesterday? For those of you that celebrate Thanksgiving, did you have a nice Thanksgiving? And I had a pretty good Thanksgiving. Let's start in sequential order. Russ, how was your Thanksgiving?
Actually, it was really nice.
Hey,
We
Sharon.
had ham and turkey. What, sweetheart? We had ham and turkey, all the fixins, and we
You
had
double dipped.
all kinds of people. Sweetheart. So yeah, it was nice. I just had to cut it short because of the storm.
Understandable. And what was your favorite side? Because to me, it's all about the sides, actually.
Mom's stuffing.
Mm.
Does she put sausage in it? Sausage meat?
Sage.
Because I love sausage meat stuffing. Like stovetop is good, but if you add sausage meat, it's like infinitely better. But I put apples and raisins in it. It's like,
Oh,
If
yeah.
I would have made it, we would have had apples and onions and celery and carrots and chicken and
Well,
But
that could be a meal in and of itself. Kara, how about you?
We had a nice big 22-pound turkey. It
Good
was myself
God.
and my 2 boys and my husband. My favorite side dish would definitely have to be the butternut squash out of my garden. Was my favorite vegetable ever. And stuffing, I do add breakfast sausage and portobello mushrooms to it. So
The mushroom sounds good.
Oh, it's fantastic because it adds more moisture to it. I take the portobellos and I cook them in a lot of butter because I don't believe in just a little, but I use a lot of butter and then mix that in. It was so good. But I have to say, my favorite part is dessert. I'm a chocolate cream pie kind of girl and some apple pie. We made a trifle with some raspberry filling, and I'm all about desserts, you know me.
Yum.
But it was an excellent time. And then we're taking the
Well, I mean, butter is its own food group, so
absolute butter and salt, absolutely.
Yeah.
Then
deep fried
definitely.
butter.
And then we're going to take the extra turkey because we're having the big snowstorm tonight. So I'm making turkey soup, and then we'll be feeding all of that to the boys as we plow for the next 3 days.
Oh. Spring, how about you?
Just another day. I think I had a couple chicken tenders.
Okay.
It's just me here, so no big deal.
Okay.
No,
Whatever works. You know,
Well, I'll do Christmas. Mom's coming in on Sunday for a month, and we'll do Christmas together. So that way we'll have a big meal together.
Oh, that'll be fun.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do chicken tenders. I did do chicken though. My mom doesn't make this often, so when she does make it, it's like a ooh. Let's see, what is that?
By Rachel,
That
member
is
Oh,
or for 5 months.
Snatched by Rachel, 5 months. Thank
Yeah.
you. Hello. Yeah, we had chicken cordon bleu, and so it was really cute though, because like when I was dozing / asleep, I could hear thump, 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 thump. My mom was tenderizing the cutlets, you know, and it was like, do we have gnomes or not trolls, not goblins, dwarves, you know, thump, 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 of the meat tenderizing. And so yeah, she got it nice and flat and did the ham and the Swiss and rolled it up. And then she did this really nice sort of cheesy, creamy, Dijon-y sauce on the top of it. And we had roasted Brussels sprouts, fresh, and roasted potatoes. And Cindy says that she wants Tippy, your black and white baby.
Everybody wants my
Tippy.
girl, but then
You know?
if I give my girl away, then I lose my excuse for yarn to show
Yes,
up
your supervisor.
unexpectedly.
And we didn't have like my mom didn't make any dessert. I took care of that after she went to bed. I made Christmas crack.
yum.
Yum.
And I had never tried it before. And I thought, you know, let me give it a whirl. So for those of you that aren't familiar, Christmas crack is called Christmas crack because there are crackers in it. You start off with a layer of saltine crackers, and then you make some toffee out of melted butter and brown sugar, and you boil that for a little bit, and then you pour it on top, and then you heat it up in the oven for a little bit, and then you pour chocolate chips on top, and then you spread those around after they've gotten nice and melty, and then you can put whatever you want on as far as a topping. I chose some crushed up walnuts, and it turned out really good. And
that sounds good.
it was. And it was my first time trying it out, and I think I you know, I might do a video on it at some point because it is super duper easy, but you have to be very mindful of the timing as far as
Right.
the toffee is concerned. You know, other than that, no, it's good, you know. And I'm gonna actually be bringing some of that, and because it made a full cookie sheet worth.
Wow.
So I'm gonna bring some of that with me tomorrow, and some orange marmalade with me tomorrow because I'm getting more ink.
I can't wait.
Yay!
I am
Yay!
so excited. Yes, I'm getting more ink done. And so I love to bring them treats because my tattoo artists are absolutely fabulous people. And so I like to spoil them in my own little way. So I will be bringing in the marmalade, and then the Christmas crack. And because I also have this tendency of wanting to keep them on their toes. So I keep trying to bring in something different every time. And I've already been to them like 7 times already. So I you know, I have to keep expanding my repertoire.
Nope.
You know, and so tomorrow I'm gonna get more done on the geometric sort of sashiko design arm with all of this stuff going on. I was
Yep.
thinking about another lotus mandala in this vicinity here because I have one up here
Right.
surrounding the flower of life. Flippin' Lid says, "Wow, I wish I worked there." um, and so, yeah, I was thinking doing like another lotus mandala. Now, I don't know if I showed you guys the most recent, which I got on this arm. You might have gotten a sneak peek of it when I was doing my video for making, oh gosh, what was it? The orange marmalade cookies. And so
I
you
think
might have seen like a little smidgen of it, but I got
I
the
think
tree
the
of
last
life.
one, the bunny.
Yes.
I love
Awesome.
that one.
Awesome.
So yeah, I got that done.
Love it.
And it's a big tattoo. Originally, it was a circle format, but he sort of stretched it into an oval so that it would fit better on my arm. He
Mhm.
does such great work. I do love the job that he does.
It's awesome.
The
It's just
detail is just
Yeah.
stunning.
love,
Absolutely.
love the work that they do. So it was Eric that did the bunnies,
Yep.
these bunnies, and then he also did the tree, and he also did the flower of life up here. Yes, Magic Spring. Yes, Magic Frog saying hello to Spring. Thank you, Flippin' Lids. So yeah, I'm going whole hog. You know, I really do enjoy getting more tattoos. I on one of my videos I got a comment saying, "Okay, you got enough. Stop." Whoa.
Nope.
You know what? I could agree with you if I was like, you know, covering my face with them. You know,
Yeah.
but no, like if I uh you know, if I put on a hoodie or whatever, you know, I can pass as a normie, you know.
Normie.
I
You
don't know
know.
if you could ever pass this Normie, my darling.
Normie? I don't know about all of that now.
Okay, touche, touche. No, I mean, you know, if I don't move and I don't say anything, then I could pass as a normie, you know.
Right? I
You
have
know,
this
like if
feeling none of our crew will pass as Normie.
That's
you know, like
funny.
if I'm wearing long sleeves and if I'm wearing pants and I can, you know, hide my ink, then no worries. But like in the distant future, you know, I might get something on my neck. Panda's here? Is Panda here? I saw somebody go, Panda. Oh, hi, Panda. Hello. Um, Good to have you with us. So yeah, I mean, eventually I might get something on my neck, but right now I'm just keeping it, kosher. It's like I'm not getting anything above the neckline, nothing past the wrist line. I got lots and lots of ideas, and I've got lots of real estate left that I plan on expending and utilizing over time. But yeah, tomorrow going again, and then when I do the unwrapping of what I got from the charity auction later on this week, I'll show you guys what I got tomorrow. Because I don't got it yet, but so that you'll be able to see that as well. So what is everybody working on? Because I see Spring's working on something and Tara's working on something, and well, Russ, Tippy flew the coop. So are you working on something?
Sanity.
That is a work in progress.
No, we could
Sanity is definitely a whip. What are you working on, Russ?
I actually have nothing.
Oh,
I did. While I was at Mom's, I did start.
Check his forehead. Make sure he's okay.
So, what happened to my light? Well, I went dark. Okay.
Your daughter walks over the switch.
Ooh.
Pretty.
So I did start. So Mom has a little itty bitty cell phone that flips.
Yep.
And she wants a little case to go around her neck.
There you
Oh,
go.
what
So-
a good idea.
perfect.
So this is going to be her case. And
There you
when I get it done, I'll put a flap over it. And then I will stitch a thing that the flap can fit under, so it doesn't just always just flop.
Right.
Right.
And then I'll put a braid for the handle.
There you go. Oh, you could also use a lucet to do some cording,
Mm-hmm.
or an I-cord or something like that. That's very pretty.
Ooh, I like that.
Unfortunately, you're not going to get very far into the colorway because it's going to be a small project. And you know what? If she ever upgrades her phone, she could use the pouch for medical devil's lettuce.
That
her
was
stash of gummies.
The
There you go.
self-striping cake assortment, 100% cotton.
very nice.
Gorgeous stuff. And cotton's perfect for pouches.
Beautiful.
That's the colorway for a hurricane on NOAA map.
Yep.
You're right. Those colors are perfect for that.
That
Just
is
saying.
No, you're totally right. You are very much right. And so, Tara, what are you working on, hon?
I am making a hat. This is actually going to be for my snowman, but I'll show you. Our other admin came up with a pie hat.
Aw,
And so I decided that where we're having all the snow, I want a big one to put on a snowman in front of the tow company. And I have glow sticks to put in his eyeballs at night.
oh gosh,
I don't know how I feel about that.
that's gonna be
Well,
awesome.
that's what I'm hoping the
I'm-
neighbors will say.
I'm really not sure how I feel about that. That's. Ugh.
I just I like to keep things interesting. So you know me.
Well, at least you're not like, yeah, I'm going to put road flares in his eye sockets.
Yeah, no, that's a fear. But I used to do that to my neighbors when I lived in New Hampshire, and we would always make a snowman right at the end of their driveway and stick glow sticks in them every night so they knew we were watching.
That's eerie. Well, what color are the glow sticks? Are they green or?
Oh yeah. Oh, they're like the
Nice.
lime green, like the safety
Uh,
green we wear on our jackets.
if you have blue, that would be cool.
Well, yeah, but that would be normal and like not unsettling.
Well, no, red would be unsettling. Green is eerie. Red is unsettling. Red is like, straight out of the upside down.
I like to keep things interesting for our neighbors. They never know what we're up to.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. It's a good thing you don't have an HOA near you.
Yeah, no, they would not approve of us in any way, shape, or form.
No. Mm-mm.
Snatched by Rachel says giggle grass. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the haunted snowman says Scrimshaw Rose. Hello, Scrimshaw. And so, Spring, what are you working on, my dear?
I'm working up a new pattern.
Oh,
So you can't, because of the yarn I'm using, it's hard to see. But anyway.
well, what I do see is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I haven't done an Afghan in forever, and I'm like, I better do one. It's been a while.
No, I totally understand. You know, actually, I'm working on a blanket too. Now, is that a an original Spring creation?
Yes. Yes.
Ooh,
What on earth?
what is that?
What on earth?
I'm
He's
sorry,
showing us
the
people.
feed is freezing a little bit. I'm sorry. I missed some. Spring, is that an original creation of yours?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yeah.
And will it be on your channel? Ooh,
Yeah,
be on-
probably sometime in
um,
January.
after the stream, I'm gonna have to put links to Russ's channel. And I'm sorry.
Probably sometime in January.
Cool,
Did it
cool,
come
cool, cool.
through?
I mean, people
Yep.
should visit your channel anyway. And so yeah, I've been working on something now. Recently, I did an unboxing because Russ has the most fabulous Advent boxes, countdown boxes, whatever you want to call them. By the way, Russ, do you have any more of those boxes?
We still have 5.
Nice.
Oh, well, hey, everybody, after the stream, go and harass Russ.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was so much fun seeing you unbox all it was like never ending. There was so much cool stuff in it. And the yarn.
And it all
Well,
used,
I mean,
and everything has a purpose.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, yes, that's the thing. I mean, I love how, you know, the notions that you put in there, you know, like they all are applicable towards what we do. You know, everything was, like I said, everything was well orchestrated and well thought out. And, you know, to me, it was worth the money, you know.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
I think that they're definitely worth getting. So, Russ, would you like to provide your email address or?
No
No pressure.
I don't know if he'll let me.
Okay. Well, you know what? Visit Russ's channel.
Because
Visit Russ's channel. It's Raining Yarn, and in your description, your channel description, it's in there, right?
the
Okay,
email
there you
is
go.
in there.
Okay. We're trying to do things kosher here. But yeah, if you guys are interested, he's still got 5 left, so hit him up. It is, in my opinion, a bargain. You know, really good stuff. Now, I decided, you know, after much mulling over, you know, what am I going to do with all this fabulous yarn? So I was balling it up, and so I've got this much, and I've got this much, and I balled everything up and in, and I decided to pair Russ's yarn, which is from Aberdeen. It is, I want to say, sock weight, like a 1 or 2 ish, depends on your metric, and it's superwash merino. So I decided to pair it with my go-to Pound of Love. Thank you, Panda. Thank you much. You're a sweetheart. So I paired it with Pound of Love because it is one of my favorite yarns, and it is acrylic. So acrylic with superwash should work, I think. You know, as far as caring for the item. And so I went crazy and I've been working on this since, I want to say, Tuesday, and this is the result.
I think it's awesome.
Oh, so beautiful.
Yes, it
I
is very
love-
pretty.
I just,
So this is the moss stitch, and because I held the two strands together, you have the continuity and the consistency of the pound of love to give it some sort of uniformity. Also, to bulk it up a little bit, make it a little bit more beefy as opposed to the whole thing being done in just, by the way, people want to know, Tara, where do you live that you are getting a snowstorm?
I am in northern Illinois. I'm about 5 miles from the Wisconsin border, and we're
There you go.
expecting about a foot. Woohoo!
Yay!
So thank you, Flippin'
We
Liz.
are supposed to get 9 to 14.
Nice.
Yikes. So I decided to bulk it up, and also I'm using a 9mm crochet hook, which I do not normally use a hook that big, but I wanted this to have some nice flow and some drape to it. So I went big on the hook size because it's single crochets and chain stitches. So if you use a normal gauged hook with this weight of yarn, it'd be very, very stiff and it'd be very burlappy. And so I wanted this to have a good flow to it. So that's why it's beneficial to play around with hook sizes until you find something that works best for you. So this is your sneak peek, peoples. So yeah, tomorrow, this will be my tutorial, how to do the moss stitch in the round in a square format. And you just keep going and going and going. And it is a 1 round repeat. So it's a perfect autopilot.
I love
if you don't want to have to think, no thinking is required. It's a fabulous thing. Sometimes we need to, zone out with our projects and just enjoy the process and enjoy
Oh, absolutely. And
the journey,
especially
as it were.
sit back and not have to think about it, watch a good movie, listen to someone's narrations.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what was in that's what was in that great big bag I showed.
Oh,
And,
all right.
It was cedar shavings.
Nice.
Those smell good.
I got
Those were
20.
the savings you were trying to
They
get
do.
the other day.
And they keep the moths at bay.
Yes.
What's that, Spring?
He said we were talking. Him and Russ and I were talking about the shavings because I said I needed to go to the feed store, and he says I need to get these shavings, and I was like, well, I don't think I can get the kind that you need today.
You gotta go. Come here, sweetheart.
Yeah, I asked him if he needed anything from the feed store.
I only wanted 30 pounds of shaving.
Yeah, I was like,
And Beatrice, yes, somebody with limited knowledge can totally do that stitch. Totally.
Yeah.
It's very, very basic. It's just single crochets and chain stitches, and then you working your single crochets into the chain stitch space of the previous round. It's very easy. It's very, very easy. Now, if you've never done this stitch before, I would strongly suggest don't do 2 strands held together because it might be a little bit more fiddly for you.
Right.
So I would suggest perhaps just doing 1 stitch. And this is an awesome stash buster. Okay. If you have like random balls of yarn, this is perfect for that because the more colors you have, the merrier.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Hello, Pause. Pause, so absolutely yarntastic.
that's our Heidi.
Got another little baby.
Oh,
Dressed with all the kids.
Thank you, Scrimshaw.
oh, pretty. Our fur baby's coming to help us.
Well, they're always supervising in one form or another. Making sure that Russ is behaving himself.
Mm-hmm.
Or helping him misbehave.
Yeah.
Well, that too.
Tippy helps me order yarn. That counts for something.
Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, my dog took off with the hat I was making the other day because she thought it was a pie.
You're very welcome, Magic Frog. Well, I mean, Russ, you really don't need any help ordering yarn. Seriously.
I
Thank
do.
you,
I have a
Gina.
hard time to. I have
Yeah,
a hard
tomorrow at
time
noon.
ordering. I can never seem
Oh,
to
I'm
get
sure.
things ordered.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
I have
right.
the CEO is with me. She always makes sure things get ordered proper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time. It's pretty much always my videos are released at noon Eastern Standard Time. Regardless of what the video is, whether it's Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday. Generally it's noon thereabouts. And yes, Sharon, we do have a lot of talent on the panel. Yes, we do. We got some pros. Well, I mean, Russ, you're a pro at buying.
I'm a con.
You're not a con.
We have the pros and the con.
No, you
I
are
will
not a
con
con.
you into buying yarn. I will
Well,
con you into
there is
buying
that.
yarn.
Well, the yarn
You are a certifiable shopaholic.
Yes.
It's sitting in the store. It's in a bin. It's lonely. It's unappreciated, and we need to bring all of the yarn home. We can't discriminate. We should just get all of it. I have no
Well, I just
control.
have this. Hello, Yarn Troll. Yeah, well, I mean, you were like cradling Tippy before. I could just see you in the store doing the same thing to skeins of yarn, going, yes, oh, would you, oh, you're merino, yes, you are.
I can see it.
Oh, you
My
little
precious.
alpaca. Oh, yes, would you.
My precious.
How precious.
That's exactly it.
I could just totally see you. It's like, oh, yes, you're a nice little boucle. Oh, yes.
I typically don't buy boucle, but I do
Well,
have.
neither do I. It's a pain to work with, but
All
it's
right,
like,
don't break my arm. I will order you 100 skeins. 100 skeins of boucle yarn. No big deal. Christmas is coming.
You're not the worsted. You're the bested. You're the bested there ever was.
I wish I could get a glitter bomb put inside of a skein of yarn, so when you pull the inside out, it goes poof with glitter.
You're so wrong.
That is
Actually, you know what? There's a Christmas card, Russ. There's a Christmas card that I'm like this close to sending you. I've seen YouTube shorts on it, and I am so tempted to send it to you. I'm not gonna, because I'm not that cruel. I mean, I'm unusual, but I'm not cruel. So there's this yarn company. They sell prank cards with glitter bombs in them, and so you open up the card, and glitter goes everywhere. But the real kicker is that the Christmas card, on the front of it, it's got this little kitty cat. He's wearing a little Christmas hat, and then when you open it, it makes meow 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 meow. But the thing is that you can't shut it off. Even if you try to destroy it, even if you submerge it in water, it will not shut off, and it will not stop until the battery dies, which is about 3-something hours later.
No.
What company? I know this
you
really
can,
nice guy that does crochet. I may have to send it to.
You are more than what glitter does not bother me. So go ahead and send the card, because I'll have a 10-pound box of glitter sent to your house. And when you open it, you'll have 10 pounds of glitter to pick up.
And Mama,
see, that's the thing. I know that Russ does not fight fair, so that's why I'm not picking fights. I'm just poking. I'm just poking just a little bit.
I'm just poking
but
back.
Hey Vicky. But like, see, that's the thing. It's like, in warfare, you don't go. All right, you don't go with a stick against somebody with a nuke. Okay. And that's the thing, Russ, he could nuke you into nuclear winter, with his armaments. So it's like, I'm not even going to try to go after him. I'm just saying that it's something that I saw, that I thought of you when I saw it, but I wouldn't send it to you because I know better.
You don't want a
Because I know
10-pound
that you
glitter
don't
bomb?
fight fair. You don't fight fair. I know
do.
you don't.
I fight even.
No.
You
just
you
wants
give
to
me
keep it
glitter, I
No.
give you a glitter truck. See? You
You
give me
would do
glitter,
that.
I give you a glitter truck.
It is not fair.
I know you would do that. That's why I just intimate that it's something that I saw, but I'm not going to send it to you, So
Oh man, I'm gonna have
not
to
going to
cancel.
do it. I'm just saying it's
But
what are you going
now
to have to do, Russ?
I have to cancel the glitter bomb. I was hoping you would send me the card.
No. I'm a good little spider, I mean, I'm questionable, but like oh,
I know.
did somebody do wait a minute, wait a minute,
Rachel.
wait a minute. Oh, it looks like
Rachel.
snatched by Rachel. Gifted 20 memberships. Holy shimolies. Thank you so much.
Rachel.
That is so
Oh,
sweet of you.
wow.
Thank you. Much appreciated. I really do appreciate that. I am going to have to, quite honestly, I am going to have to update my memberships, because I at the ends of my videos I always say a very special thank you to my members, and I have sort of like a rolling credits of the members. So I know it's been a week or two since I've updated it, and I try to keep on top of that. I do. And so I am going to have to update that. Thank you so much. Very, very sweet of you. I really appreciate it. Welcome to all the new members. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Would you prefer
I
getting
mean,
into
I
your
don't
car?
do like,
Would you prefer getting into your car and have that glitter bomb go boom inside your car?
Oh.
no. How about this? No.
I can work with your mama and
I mean,
we can
there
play this
are,
out.
I'm sure. No, what I was going to say is that on some channels, they do like member exclusive live streams or member exclusive content. Like, I try to keep everything open to everybody. That's just the way I do it. But my little thing is, to members, I just like to give a little credits, shout out, thank you at the ends of my videos for your support, that I absolutely and totally appreciate it. It's just my little thing. But I mean, the fact that you guys are here, that alone is showing support, and I really do appreciate that. Every little nuance and little bit helps. Dottie Dolly says it could be autumn colored glitter. Yeah. Oh, how about like glitter in the shape of like little leaves and acorns and things?
Confetti.
Not trying to
I
give
can
you any
work on it.
ideas or anything. I'm not
I
trying to
can
give you
work on it.
ideas. I'm just saying.
I can work on it.
Yeah. No. Don't.
Oh, you're giving
Don't.
me lots
Just
of ideas.
Yeah.
no.
Lots of ideas.
Sarah?
I know your address.
See,
He
I
said
already.
he would rather have.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but I might have told this anecdote many, many moons ago. Before I got into crocheting and knitting, I still had the need to keep my hands busy, but I wasn't doing anything constructive. In a way, I was doing something destructive. Back in the day of TV guides, okay, we're going back.
Yes.
Yep.
We're going back. So we're talking like somewhere in the 90s or so. After after school, I would, get a nice big old bowl of junk food and watch the after school cartoons. It was the Disney afternoon. They had, what was it? DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, the Gummy Bears, etc. And so I would watch that, and then I would proceed to take the TV guide, and I would turn the TV guide into confetti.
Oh.
Yeah, it was me
Wow.
keeping my little self busy. So I would take each sheet and I would make it into a strip, and then I would take those strips and I would cut them into fringe, and then I would cut the fringe into little small squares. And then don't ask me why. Just don't ask me why, but I would take all that confetti and I would save it. I had, do you remember the store Spencer's, and they had
Oh,
those
yeah.
really huge Coke bottles that were piggy banks?
Yep.
I filled one.
That's a lot of confetti.
Yeah, I filled one with confetti, and then I had a couple of friends over one evening, and I'm like, you know what? Let's open this sucker.
No.
And we had a confetti fight.
Oh,
Mm,
oh, I bet Mom was loving you then, huh?
yeah.
Handfuls of confetti, throwing it, and it was everywhere, and
Oh my God.
it was literally everywhere. Now, keep in mind, we have moved. Let me see. How many times since? Let's see. One, twice, 3 times we have moved since that incident.
Mhm.
We still find it
I'm sure.
upon occasion.
Not
Yeah.
surprising.
It destroyed my vacuum cleaner at that. And the only reason why I was not systematically disposed of is there were witnesses. That's the only reason why I'm still alive.
Right? Oh, I'm sure. I remember.
It was a fun time.
Come here. Come here, sweetheart.
Yeah, I remember getting the TV guides, and we used to take them, and we would take the pages and fold them over and turn them into a Christmas tree shape, and then paint them. Sprig looks like she remembers that.
I remember doing that.
Not that we're dating ourselves
Or stars.
anything.
That was another one.
Not at all. TV.
But yeah,
what?
the TV guide, that was a little slice of Americana. But yeah, so that was before I discovered the wonderful world of stitching, because I needed something to do to keep me busy, to keep my hands busy, and to like alleviate some of that nervous energy. But
Yeah.
fortunately, I discovered the wonderful world of crochet since then, and now I actually do something constructive.
Oh,
Do
I
lots of
love
things.
having something to do. It's just sitting and watching TV, and I can't just sit there. I want something to
Yeah.
do.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know, then
Exactly.
I don't feel
Exactly.
Jess. Te amo. Oh my goodness.
By the way, has anybody watched any of, now, no spoilers, but has anybody watched any of season 5 of Stranger Things yet?
Nope.
Did it
Rachel's
start
catching up
this
to that.
week?
It came out yesterday.
Oh, did it? I didn't even get a
Yeah.
chance to look. Oh, I know what
Yeah.
I'm watching when we're done.
Now, I only watched the first episode, so,
Right.
and there's 3 more to go, and so far, so good.
Yeah.
You know, really, really liking it so far. The thing that I will say that is not a spoiler that I absolutely love is they finally did something with some
There's
of their
another one
really
under there.
horrendously bad haircuts.
Oh, thank goodness, because
Yeah.
yeah, they needed a bit of an update.
Yeah. Well, Mike's haircut in season 4 was the worst. It was mullet-esque. And so fortunately, yes, they updated that into a much more doable haircut. And also, same thing with Will. Instead of that god-awful bowl cut, he
Right.
has something that's much more doable. He looks much more handsome.
Oh, good.
And I mean, Lucas's haircut, his fade got even crazier, you know. But overall, though, really, really happy with, you know, what I'm seeing so far. Hopper, you know, he's like, you know, Mr. Mr. Brawny Man.
Right.
You know, he looks awesome. The beard, just a little bit shorter on the beard, you know, because it comes down like almost like Santa-esque.
Right.
but just a little trim to the beard, and I think he'd be perfect. You know, and of course Joyce looks awesome, and Dustin, my favorite character by far. Love Dustin.
Funny.
He could use a trim.
Use a trim.
He could definitely use a trim, because it's sort of like in season 2 when he went with the Farrah Fawcett hairspray and it was all pompadoured out, but it got longer because I think he's trying to emulate Eddie, rest in peace.
Right.
And so he's letting it grow longer, but it's this curly mass of long hair. And oh, Landa Rose says that literally watching right now. Oh, so you're
Yeah.
double dipping. I see. I'm getting second dips here.
Yep.
And so, you know, but definitely I would say that Dustin is my favorite. Definitely.
I couldn't get into it. I started and I got through like half of the first episode, and I'll try again later. I tried again later, and I just could not get into it.
Yeah,
Oh, but
I
it's
had
such
the
a
same
great
problem.
show.
I had to get into the third episode. Craig told me it would get better. I said, okay, fine. And I stuck through it. Once I got past the third one, then I could kind of tell what was going on. Season 3 kind of dragged for me.
Yeah.
But it's phenomenal. It gets so much better. Season 4 was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
I just couldn't. I'm like, come on.
Right? It was
Well,
hard
if nothing else, you know what? Just groove on the 80s flashback aspect of it. You know, just enjoy the fact that you're not in the 80s. You get to watch it vicariously.
Yep.
Okay. I can try again. Rachel, she loves it. And I'm like,
Yep. Yeah, well, he's right though. Just zone back into the music and you'll feel super young again. If nothing else, the music was fantastic.
You know, I mean, just the music, the pop culture aspect of it, and also what's also another fun aspect is looking for the little bits of homage that they pay to all of the pop culture in that time period. Because if you look closely and you read between the lines a little bit, the show does pay homage to Poltergeist, Aliens, The Blob, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and E.T. You know, it's fabulous because they really they sort of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, I mean, yeah, they pay homage, but they just sort of like, you know, take like a little bit from here, a little bit from here, and a little bit from here, and you know, they bring it together to create a really, really great show. I mean, the acting, the soundtrack. What's up,
I'll
Russ?
tell you what. I'll tell you what.
What?
If there's a show that can make me feel young again, they need an Emmy and an Oscar.
Nope.
Does the show make you feel young again?
No, it makes me feel more stupid.
Oh.
It's like watching something psychedelic and your mind is going woo woo, and it's like so long, sayonara, see you later.
So in other words, you know, watching the dryer do a cycle is not for you.
Oh, man.
I would rather watch the dryer grow grass.
Was it like Space Jams or something like that? That was all psychedelic too.
No,
I forget what it was. It maybe not Space Jam. It was something else. It was similar to that though. Space something. And they were
Spaceballs?
Spaceballs. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But it was all like based on a trip.
That
was one heck of a trip.
Well, I mean, Spaceballs was a parody of Star Wars.
Yeah.
I remember hanging out with some friends and coming out and they were like, oh, look what's on. And I was like, what the heck is that?
Well, I mean, some parts of 2001 A Space Odyssey, I mean, that was kind of trippy.
Yeah.
This was back late 90s.
Hmm.
And it was actually like playing on the TV. So it was an older movie.
Right.
I don't remember what it was. I know it was based on that whole trippy scene. And it was animated. It was weird. The animated part was the part that turned me off to begin with. But anyway, like
fair enough. You know.
Yeah, it was weird. It was really weird.
Yeah, Rose. Yeah, I was born in 79 too. So, I mean, if you want to go based on the chronology of Stranger Things, I would say that we would be the age of Holly in that show. Holly is Mike's younger sister. In the most recent season, like she's actually more of a character. In the first couple of seasons, you know, she's there and she's not. Oh, Clockwork Orange. Fiber Floozy says that you're talking about Clockwork Orange.
I'll look it up.
Oh, no.
That doesn't sound familiar.
Don't even waste your time. That was god awful.
I love that movie.
If
I rest my case.
Well, Clockwork Orange was not animated, but it was very, 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 very controversial, and for good reason, because there was a lot of sex and violence, and that was shot in the 70s, I believe, and it had Malcolm McDowell in it. Kubrick did that one. But yeah, Rose, I would say that, you know, we were essentially the age of little baby Holly. But in season 5, yeah, she's actually like a character with some plot line finally.
Good.
But yeah, we were itty bitty back in the 80s. You know, we were in like elementary school. You know, Clockwork Orange, that was a good one though.
I think it was Spaceballs.
You know, and actually how they came up with the name for Clockwork Orange, originally it was a book by Anthony Burgess, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. And the whole concept was, you know, you had this dystopian future where, you know, young teenagers, you know, would prowl the streets, you know, with gangs, and they would be very violent and commit lots of crimes and so forth. And one of the gang members, he was arrested and tried, and he was in prison. And a way for him to get out early, he agreed to do an experimental procedure called the Ludovico technique that was basically aversion therapy. I haven't heard about Lucas Yarns myself, actually, Pamela. I don't even know about them. And so the Ludovico technique, it was aversion therapy. So if he ever saw anything violent related or sexually related, he would get violently ill. And it was all about sublimating, you know, his nature. So that's how they came up with the title, The Clockwork Orange. You're taking something organic and making it inorganic by having sort of like a little clockwork key in its back, and removing its organic nature. Really good book. Try to get a copy of it with the glossary in the back. Otherwise, a lot of the slanguage will not make much sense. But a lot of it's context as opposed to content. It's good, though. And the movie, it was a tour de force. It was banned for many years in different areas because it was very, very, very explicit. But I still think it's good from a cinematic perspective.
I say I love live streams because I get my playlist for the month. I'm writing them down. I can never find new stuff.
That's funny.
Well, and for those of you that like Malcolm McDowell, there was another really, really good movie with him in it. It's not Caligula. That's a whole other kettle of fish. It was Hey Dilsing, hello. It's called If. If. Dot. And that one was really good. Malcolm McDowell, he's in a boarding school in England. And it's very regimented. It's very strict. It's very there are very primitive aspects to it, you know, almost like Lord of the Flies, where if you're in the upper echelons of this private school, this boarding school, you have all the power. And of course, if you have the power, you're going to abuse the power.
Oh yeah.
And you have the underlings, like the first years, they get abused badly.
Right.
And it's all about overthrowing the system, and it's about rebellion. Really good movie. I will say this, it's very slow. You know, If is very, very slow. It's a slow burn. The end is very explosive. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
But the lead up to it, it's very slow. But I think it's worth it. It's more of a thinking kind of movie. It's more philosophic. You know, it's not, you know, weird and trippy like Clockwork Orange. It's much more methodical and slow burning to it. But yeah, if you like Malcolm McDowell, that's another one you might want to check
Oh,
out.
absolutely.
I know they did a Criterion Collection version of it.
Cool. Always looking for new things to watch. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Scrimshaw, I am subbed to Lucas as well, and I've not seen him put nothing out in forever. I guess I need to go find out if I'm still subscribed to him.
Yeah, there's that.
So Lucas is a channel.
Yeah, he Juan the Yarn Addict talked about him. I think Crystal talked about him at one time. There's a bunch of people that talked about him at one time.
Okay. Well, I mean,
and I emailed him. I sent him a box of yarn, and he didn't like it. And he stopped talking to me after that.
Oh,
that's weird.
Okay. Well, no, I does he do tutorials, or is he
did
more talk show oriented?
No, he did tutorials.
Okay. No, I'm not in the Yarny YouTube streets a lot.
I'm not either anymore.
I'm kind of out of the loop. You know, I have a couple of, you know, Yarny YouTube friends of mine, but I don't see a lot of what's out there because I try not to influence my content by watching a lot of other people's content. So I'm very insulated. I will admit that. So that I'm sorry, I was not fluent with Lucas's channel. Now, so it's Lucas's yarn. Does he make yarn?
I don't know. Like I said, I've not gotten nothing from him in probably over a year.
Oh.
So I don't know. I don't keep up with this channel, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay, no, just curious. You know, I have nothing to say one way or about it because I really don't know. I have no opinion. Last upload was 7 months ago from what I can see, but I stopped watching long before that. Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy all you guys are out there.
Nope.
I've got my opinion, and I will keep it to myself.
Okay. You know, I mean, that's one thing I don't, you know, didn't like that he got a box of yarn. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah. You know, there are certain things that, you know, generally are not on this channel. You know, like we don't talk religion, we don't talk politics, and we don't smack talk. So we'll leave it at that.
Yep.
You know,
always
that's fine.
Positive.
Well, I try to be. I can be snarky. I can be a little catty, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and I can have questionable humor, you know, sprinkled with innuendo and morbid humor. But you know, like we just, you know, we try to keep it relatively upbeat and so forth.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's too
Okay,
much.
Vicky Rumsey says Panda Dances with Wolves is my favorite movie also. At first I thought you meant like Panda is dancing with wolves. I'm like, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah, right.
I only saw bits of Dances with Wolves, and I just remember Tatanka, which was, you know, Tatanka, you know, with the buffalo. I didn't really watch any of the movie. I was too young to get into it when it came out. With Kevin Costner, I got into Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. That Thank you, Dil Singh. Prince of Thieves, the Robin Hood movie, that I loved.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman is one of my favorite actors.
Mhm. Oh, absolutely.
No weaving tangled webs, right, Craig? Exactly. I mean, I have enough. I have enough going on without internet drama. Thank you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we don't need drama in life.
Well, Fiberfloozy, you might win trivia against me because I mean, I'm really good with some movies. There are plenty of movies that I haven't seen. But keep in mind, I did work at a Blockbuster for a decade, so I had to know certain things about movies. So,
Goodness.
an Hawke film with him and a wolf film. Ethan Hawke film with him and a wolf.
We went as a family to the movie theater to watch Dances with Wolves when it came out, but they went and watched that, and I went and watched 2 other movies while they watched that because it was so long.
Oh yeah, that was long. It was so good though.
It was.
I haven't been
watched
to the
it.
theaters in eons. I really don't miss the theaters because the last time I went, it was sort of like going to a diner. Because they had, like these recliner seats and these little tables, and there was like a wait staff that came in and took your order and got you like your nummies and munchies and stuff. And I'm like, you're there to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Like popcorn, candy, soda, totally fine and acceptable. But like when you're getting like chicken wings and loaded nachos and stuff, it's like, dude, go eat first.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Oh, we have a guest. We have another guest.
Cool.
If I can scroll up. Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Glad you could
well.
join us.
I'm great. Work's done, so can't be more happier. It's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone.
Yes, happy
Friday.
And to those people who celebrated Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving a couple days ago.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. I was wondering if you'd be able to hop in. I know like you just work, I do appreciate, but I always like to try to extend the invite to my peeps, and you're definitely on the good list. So
Oh, awesome. Yeah, it's great to see everyone. So what was everyone's Thanksgiving like?
Rather subdued, thankfully. Oh, Spring just disappeared.
Spring. Hopefully she'll be back.
Hope so. Yeah, just really subdued. Just dinner with me and my mom. How about you?
We had our Thanksgiving in October. Up in Canada, it's not the same date as the US. And we hosted. So we had a house full of people, and there was, they stayed for 2 days, and we made many meals. But the big meal was the Sunday. We had like an early dinner with the trimmings, and it was awesome because we don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Australia.
Well, no, that totally understandable. I know it's not global. I get it. I mean, it's funny when Americans are like, oh, spring's back.
Yay!
Hi again.
Hi, my internet was there, but it said it wasn't.
That's okay. Like when people who, like when Americans are like, what do you mean you don't celebrate, the 4th of July? And it's like, I live in France. Why would I celebrate the 4th of July?
Oh.
I know that's one thing I learned with the Facebook group, because we're global. It's nobody's like, what's Thanksgiving? They have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
We all do a little bit.
Gary, what are you working on?
I am starting the second panel of a cushion cover, and it's like post work, so you can kind of see a bit of like color work going on top of
That's beautiful.
stuff. Yeah, I finished one panel.
Very pretty.
I'll show you. This is what it looks like. It's from a pattern, and this pattern is by the guy with the hook, and his pattern that I was gifted was called the Subway Rainbow Subway Blanket, and I'm making just a small section on it.
Oh, that's
That's
so pretty.
Ooh, wow.
that's stunning.
It's
Nice.
going to be a
What
pillowcase.
yarn? What yarn, Gary?
The yarn is two yarns. One is Caron Ripple Cake. It's the background color. It's the white kind of color. And then this one here is from Loops and Threads. It's a deep stash dive because I forgot I had it. And it's this one here. Russ, you might know it. It's Cotton Colors.
Oh yes.
Yep.
They don't make that no more.
They don't make it. No, I had two of these in my collection, and I thought, what am I going to use it for? And then this pattern came along, and I was like, this is really good because it's actually called the Rainbow Subway, and I thought it's a rainbow kind of color. So
That's really pretty.
yeah,
If I did a stash dive, it would be like diving into the ocean.
yeah.
I have this image. It was the first Star Wars movie where they dive into the trash compactor.
Yeah.
I don't
And
think
you have this like little weird eyeball thing going.
I don't think it would end. It'd
Yeah.
just be constant swim.
No.
Oh man.
That's an image to think of Russ diving into his collection there, and then losing how he could find his way out, sort of like being lost in there for days.
Right.
Lost in yarn.
Uh-huh.
Or what was that? I'm trying to think. Princess Bride, the lightning sands, the quicksand.
Yes.
You know, I think they called it the lightning sand.
Yeah, it
think
actually
so, yeah.
gave a crackling sound. Oh no, that was something else. That was like the crackling sound was sort of like the puff of smoke or fire that they had to dance around.
Oh, that was the spurt flame.
Yeah.
Because there was, the popping sound, and then you like have to move like within a couple of seconds. So it was like, there's the spurt flame, the ROUSs, rodents of unusual size. I don't think they exist. Actually, they got. I think they did get little people to wear ridiculous outfits to be the ROUSs. And then the lightning sand. So yeah, those were like the three dangers of the fire swamp.
Yep.
Yeah, only 2 skeins of everything. Yeah, that's all he has.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all.
I'm telling you, if you ever come visit, you don't have to bring nothing, just your clothes, because I have plenty of food. I've got plenty of yarn, and I have needles and hooks galore.
Wow.
Well, you've got yarn and
Thank
you've got
you,
hooks, so it'll be
Christy.
clothes. Make 'em.
Thank you very much for the super chat, Christy. Thank you so much. Love your support, you guys. Really, really appreciate it.
Yarn on his wheel.
You guys are always so sweet and generous.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean that, it does happen. And I do see a lot of people commenting that like you thought that you were subscribed and then you realize that you aren't for whatever reason. Sometimes, the algorithm does funky and not so fun things. And like you thought you were subscribed and then all of a sudden you realize that you're not. So, I'm not going to say, hit the notification bell, because that can get annoying after a while. I totally respect that. But yeah, if you are of a mind to just hit the subscribe button, would totally appreciate it. And usual schedule for those of you that are not familiar, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays I do videos. Saturdays it's a tutorial video. Tuesdays and Thursdays it's sort of like a grab bag, anything goes potluck. And on the random Friday, I do live streams. So, That's me in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Do you guys have specific visuals that you'd like to share with the group?
I
Catch me
Not
if you
really?
can.
Yep.
Fair statement.
Yep. Don't have a schedule. I just crochet all day and play with our Facebook group.
Well, Russ has the midnight crew that go and visit him
Yes.
at midnight.
Mhm.
But it's a catch me
He
if
is
you
a night
can
owl.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
Spring,
I
do you
have.
post on a regular day?
Yes, I post a lot.
Probably put me to shame.
I
Like
know.
which days do you usually post?
Monday is a video, Tuesday is a live stream, Wednesday's a video, Thursday's a video, Friday is a podcast, and I do the podcast on Friday and then it comes out Saturday.
Right.
Wow.
Flippin' Lid says YouTube removes people at random. You got to check every once in a while to make sure that your subscriptions are still there. Why they do that, I don't know.
Hmm.
No.
Yeah, that's aggravating.
You know, I mean, I know that the algorithm is a fickle beast. You know, like, and if you don't post regularly, like you just go off the grid, you know.
Yep.
Never understood that, you know. I mean, it should be up to the creators, not to, you know,
Yeah.
this God, this insatiable God creature that, you know, it's like it just dictates what it wants to, you know.
Right.
I don't know.
I knew with the algorithm the way they do that for me to enjoy my month with my mom coming up in December, I had to make all the videos for December,
Wow.
all of them, and
Wow.
have them, you know, and get them all scheduled out, because if I didn't, goodbye.
Yeah.
It's
And yet
aggravating.
there's some content out there that I really don't think should be, you know, as promoted as it is. You know, I mean, I'm not into censorship. You know, I do believe that everybody should be able to have a voice and say, you know, whatever, as long as it's not, you know, damaging. But like there are a couple of things that I just think that are just sort of like meh, like they don't bring anything worthwhile to the table. And oh, Russ just disappeared.
Uh-oh.
I hope Russ comes back. And what I mean is, it's like I love YouTube Shorts. You know, I love to doom scroll through YouTube Shorts, and unfortunately, it is like a bit of a black hole. Like you can get sucked into it. But the thing is that on so many of them, there's a lot of AI rated content, and the thing is that if it's visible where it says this is AI generated, okay, that's fair game, you know, but a lot of them don't say openly that it's AI generated. And that I think is problematic because it has people believing certain things.
Oh yeah.
And then like if you look at the description box and then scroll down, it says, oh, this was AI created. I then go in and I say, okay, do not recommend this channel anymore.
Nope.
Yeah.
You know,
Nope.
that's just me. You know, so I mean, I think that AI can create some really wonderful things, but when it's utilized to monopolize the algorithm and exploit people's non-understanding of what is real and not real, I think that that's where the problem arises.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, so it's not so much I believe in censorship. I believe in transparency, really. You know, for the sake of, you know, people not thinking something is true when it's totally not true. You know, that's more my mindset towards that sort of thing. You know, like, but when it comes to content that is obviously AI generated, like some sort of fantasy world and so forth,
Right.
you know, and you'd be able to create that content without AI, or like a $35 million sound studio kind of thing. I think that AI can be cool for bringing something to life that couldn't be otherwise. That's one thing. But if it's like, for instance, great example, porch pirate videos.
Yeah.
Where, you know, somebody sneaks out of their car, takes a package off somebody's porch, and then before they get to their car, the package literally explodes
Yep.
and they're covered in like pink paint. And it's obvious that, to me, it's obvious that it was AI generated. And, you know, it's that could be dangerous, because then it could be like, oh, you know what, I'm going to create a porch pirate bomb, you know,
And you get your
and then
copycat.
they hurt somebody, you know. So it's through that misinformation that can be dangerous,
Exactly.
you know.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
from a legal standpoint, I think that YouTube should be more on top of that sort of thing, you know. That's just my opinion. Take it for what you will. So it's
Yep.
not so much I'm like in for censorship. I just think that things should be regulated more,
Yeah.
Oh,
you know.
absolutely. And they
Or
should
if
say,
in the corner, like for instance, if in the corner there was like a watermark that said, this is AI,
exactly.
you know, so it won't take away from the video, but at least the viewers have a crystal clear understanding. No, 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 this is not real.
Exactly. Russ said
You
that
know?
he'll be back. The kids knocked this router out. He's trying to fix it.
See, they wanted attention. The kids wanted attention.
Exactly.
Yep.
And the
I
other,
think legally
yes,
too, Craig, when people are showing things that might be dangerous, that kids or people might
Yes.
find the urge to try it, there's a clause that you can say that kids don't try this at home. That needs
Right.
to be inserted.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you could be liable for, I don't know, harm or
yeah.
you know, wrongful influencing or whatever.
Mhm.
So I think there is something that's still being shaped with all of the guidelines for AI. More to follow, kind of thing. It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, we have too many impressionable people that it's a monkey see, monkey do. And sometimes it's not even AI. It's like a 5-minute craft video where,
Yeah.
you know, you see somebody like microwaving something that should not be microwaved, and then it explodes in their face, and then they get really, really hurt as a result of it. I think that there should be, you know, more regulations on that sort of thing, because people are getting hurt, you know,
Mhm.
and we don't need that, you
No.
know. And that
Yeah.
leads me into my second thing, not just the AI, but there are also quote unquote prank videos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are a lot of channels out there, their entire content revolves around prank videos
Mhm.
that they're not funny. You
No,
know,
they're not.
they're not funny. People are getting hurt, and there are legal ramifications. Sometimes it takes a while for the legal system to catch up with these people. But I think I mentioned this once before, where there was a TikToker who was doing these pranks, and people were getting hurt.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, it was like one of the quote unquote pranks was running into a restaurant, going into the kitchen and dumping an entire bag of ice into a hot oil fryer
Woo!
Wow.
and then running. It's like,
explosion.
that's so dangerous. But he was doing it for TikTok clout, you know. And then the same guy went into a Walmart and then was spraying down all the produce with bug poison.
Oh my gosh.
Now he did end up going before a judge, and he did get some time. And this was, I think, in Arizona. And the thing is, there were repercussions because this idiot was filming his crimes. It's not a prank. It's a crime. It's vandalism. It's assault. It's a lot of things. And so I think that channels that create content specifically of that ilk, they should not have a platform to create their content because they're being monetized to commit crimes.
Right.
So, like I said, as much as I am all for free speech and expression and being creative, I think that certain things should not be put on a pedestal because it gets clicks, it gets views, it gets, revenue for the platform. No good can come of that, you know, and then you have all these impressionable kids who are like, ooh, I can become YouTube famous or TikTok famous doing the same sort of thing. And then they commit these illegal acts. We
Yep.
have enough dangerous stuff in the world. We don't need to contribute to it.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get on a soapbox. It's just sometimes I feel like whinging about something.
Well, that's like, you know, I remember, you know, back in the 80s, Dukes of Hazzard couldn't be on the TV before 8 o'clock at night because there were standards and they made sure everything was
Yep.
safe for the kids. Her shorts were too short to be on
Yep.
TV before 8 o'clock.
Yep.
And nowadays, even the regular news, half the time, I wouldn't have my kids watch it now. It's so different than what it used to be. And technology can be a great thing, but it can be abused too. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they put regulations into it because, I mean, kids can take those little Alexas and go watch anything they want on YouTube. And then they think it's okay. And they don't understand because they say, well, they're doing it on TV. It must be fine. No, honey, it's not.
You know, and my basic thing is I just don't want people to end up getting hurt as a result. You know,
Exactly.
you know, it's about safety. I mean, the thing is, like, for instance, when I'm at work and a kid wants to take out a video game and the parent has obviously no idea what is in the video game, I say, okay, now this game is rated this for this reason. You know, sometimes, you know, like, parenting is a fine art that I have nothing to do with, but I do know enough to know that sometimes it's the language or the violence or mature content. Everybody finds different things objectionable. You know, it's not a one size fits all. So I said, okay, well, this game is rated mature because it has violence in it. And some people are like, okay, that's no problem. You know, this game is rated mature because it has graphic sexuality. Okay, no, we're going to pass on that one.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate that the backs of the video games do specify why it is rated, the reason why it's rated. And so with that, you know, I'm not trying to not let the kid play his game, but I just want the parents to be informed and they can make their own decisions because a lot of parents don't even know that it is on the back.
Yeah.
You know? And so, like, teenagers, they can take out video games, but the computer prevents them from, I am not a snitch, Panda. I am not a snitch. I am trying to not contribute to the delinquency of minors. Okay. Delinquent all they want to, but not on my watch.
Exactly.
You know,
they can be delinquent.
but if a teenager wants to take out a video game, you know, they can take out one that's rated E for everyone or T for teen, but the computer will not let them take out one that's rated M by proxy. But if it's an adult account, yeah, they can take out whatever they want. You know, but like if the parent is taking out the game for the kid and the kid is just trying to like sneak it in there, you know, I'd be like, do you know what's on this? You know, it's like Fortnite, it's violent, but it's cartoony. Snatched by Rachel says, snitches get stitches. Well, hey, I got plenty of stitches going on here. I already got the stitches.
Yes, we do.
I'm not a party pooper.
Nope.
Chris, I am not a party pooper. I'm trying to...
He's protecting our children.
I'm trying to enable kids to have a childhood, you know?
Right.
You know, they'll be adults soon enough. You know, I don't need to contribute to, you know, kids, you know, seeing things that may scar them or lead to them doing things that could get them into serious trouble or harm.
Nope.
You know,
they grow
because
up
kids are impressionable.
Nope, they grow up way too fast as it is. We don't need to speed it up anymore.
Because, I mean, there's plenty of, like, you know, scary movies that I saw as a child that scarred me, you know, that, you know, I ended up watching. And Panda says, welcome to everyone to McSnitchy. What was that? What was that? McSnitchy's Crochet Corner. Panda.
I gotta hop off.
Panda, I am not McSnitchy. McSnitchy snitch stitch. No,
Oh,
I think that, children should have a chance to be children, I
yeah.
mean, yes, they need to be aware of what's out there, but you don't necessarily need to like take them to a public execution to,
Exactly.
show them what's out there, you know. No,
Right.
it's a bit of a soapbox, but I mean, it's been a controversial topic since time immemorial,
Yep.
like, I mean, yes, going to a public execution and seeing, corporal punishment used to be uh, thought of as a learning
Yeah.
curve, it's like a deterrent
Mhm.
kind of thing. Like when I was a kid, I mean, there were some horror movies that I saw that really, really scarred me.
Yep.
I gotta go
You
for
know,
a
I mean,
little bit.
what's
Bye,
that?
Frank.
I gotta go make a phone call to the husband. If you're still around when I get off the phone, I'll come back.
Bye,
Okie
Spring.
dokie.
Bye.
Thank you for joining.
Bye, Glory.
Like,
Bye.
as cheesy as it is, like the movie Poltergeist 3,
Yep.
like looking at it now, oh my God, it's cheesy as all get out. But some of the sequences in there really scared me to no
Yeah.
end. Like getting sucked into a puddle and hamming out of a puddle and dragging you down. That scared the stuff out of me when I was a kid. It did. It totally freaked me out. Looking at it now, it's like, oh wow, no, that's pretty bad.
Yep.
But when you're a kid, you get freaked out. I was afraid of stepping in puddles or going near mirrors or anything like that because of that movie.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
afraid that Kane was going to get me, you know. Um,
Yeah.
but
That's like I remember my mother was in a college and she wrote for the college newspaper, and I was just walking around with my brother doing our thing, and they had the movie Alien on, and I was not prepared for that, and I'm just, nope, nope, nope. They have a bunch of them. I haven't seen any of them, and I'm not about to do it. I was scarred for life with that one.
well, what's funny about Alien, actually, it was the scene where Ash attacked Ripley with a rolled up newspaper
Yeah.
Yep.
and he was basically suffocating her. That freaked me out.
Yeah.
More than the chest burster scene.
Right.
But
Yeah.
when he was like forcing that rolled up the magazine on her, like that freaked me out because he was just so cold and detached and he was just going at her like that freaked me out. And
Yeah.
before that, when he was like closing the doors on her and she was trying to open them, like the fact that he was just totally detached.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's when you
even
found out that Ash was a droid, right? You didn't really
Yeah.
know that he was until that point.
because she hit him and then like you see this drip of like milk going down his forehead and you're like, oh, uh-oh. Or even the guy, the candy shop owner from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the fact that like when Charlie was eating his candy and the candy shop owner was like, ahem, ahem,
Yep.
him. He freaked me out because he was so warm and fuzzy with the other kids and he was just giving them treats. And then with Charlie, who really needed some sugar,
Right.
he was just him, that sort of like stiff two-facedness. He freaked me out,
Yep.
That was a moral dilemma that you were having because the guy wasn't sweet to him. It was like discrimination.
Yeah. The two-tiered candy system,
Yep.
So I mean, yeah, as a kid, I mean, and yes, granted, Slugworth, he was terrifying. The Wonkatania tunnel, that freaked me out,
Yeah.
But there are just certain things that resonate with you as a kid. Like, okay, another great example, Wizard of Oz.
Yep.
And I'm not even talking about the flying
No,
monkeys.
not the monkeys.
It was the hourglass.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, of all things, I know, right? It was
I can
the
see that.
hourglass that freaked me out because the sand in the hourglass was blood red and she turned it upside down and she's like, you see that? That's how much longer you have to be alive. And then you had this intense orchestral music, which I think was like Hall of the Mountain King playing in the background. And it was intense. And I thought that the sand in the hourglass was literally her life running out.
Wow.
Oh, I see.
And I was freaked out. I was totally freaked out. And so I was like, oh my God, if the sand runs out, she's going to die, you know? And it was so intense. And like that scared me as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Totally scared me. And on the surface, like, no, it's an hourglass. It's a timepiece, you know? But it was the symbolism of it. Even as a small child, it totally wigged me out. I'll be the first to admit it. Gina says, so I'm an adult. I ask, how old are you? I'm 46.
I plead the fifth.
That's fine.
Yep.
You know, I'm 46, but when I saw that as a kid, it scared the stuffings out of me. Yes. Well, I mean, that of course was the whole, you know, opium wars thing.
Yeah.
You know, poppies and poison and opium and so forth.
Yep.
Gina says, I'm like, oh my God, where is this kid's parent?
Oh.
Hey, it was the 80s, you know, VHS tapes and HBO and pay-per-view. It was a thing,
Yeah.
you
An
know.
old
I mean,
beta
my dad was fairly liberal with movies.
Nope.
You know, back in the 80s, you know, there was a lot of access to a lot of things, you know, and of course there was pirating VHS tapes, and that was a huge thing back in the day.
Nope.
You know, I mean, of course there was the FBI warning on the beginning of every VHS tape.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I remember those.
Matt is back.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Matt.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, Matt.
What's up?
Hey,
What's
dude.
going on, Gary? What's going on?
How you
We're just
doing?
hanging out with Spider here.
It's always the coolest hanging out with Spider.
Yep.
Good to have you. How are you?
I'm outstanding.
Fabulous. Are you outstanding in your field?
Some days. Some days
How was
I'm
your
just, some
Thanksgiving?
days I'm just outstanding in a field.
Touche. How was your Thanksgiving, my friend?
It was good. It was quiet.
That's the best. Sometimes it's all we can hope for.
We have family that are overseas, and so everybody just kind of like just stayed home and was mellow and nothing too crazy.
Yep.
Well, sometimes that's the best way to have a holiday. You know, no stress, low key, just nice and chill. The world is going to be crazy no matter what we do. But sometimes it's nice to just, you know, have a nice low key, just
Exactly.
coast through it.
We just hung out, and I actually got a couple of projects done. Now I have a couple of epos, and which was a good thing because I was kind of lagging on them.
It happens.
Yep.
But it's, you know, it was cool. We cooked at home. We had like turkey thighs,
Cool.
which were good.
Oh yeah. It'll be nice and juicy.
Rebecca's an awesome cook. She made that. She made some stuffing and some sweet potatoes. It was really good.
What's your must-have on the dinner table for Thanksgiving? What is it that you have to have?
Yes.
Must have leg of lamb.
Leg of lamb? Oh, that's my favorite too.
I'm not a big turkey person. If it's like a traditional, like, you know, American Thanksgiving kind of thing.
Yep.
Stuffing, mashed potatoes. I like all the sides, and then I'll have a turkey sandwich the next day.
Yeah.
I'm not a big one to sit down and have a turkey or ham dinner.
What are you working on right now?
I've actually got like 2 rows to finish.
Ooh.
Ooh, is that dragonfly?
Look at that brilliant color.
Dragonflies and butterflies.
Oh, there's
Very
butterflies. Oh,
cool.
I love that.
Very, very cool. And that is a brilliant blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Malabrigo Rios, and the color is Maltese blue.
Oh, nice.
That's beautiful.
That is very striking.
Is it Maltese blue or Matisse blue?
I thought it was Maltese. It could be Matisse, but it was Malt. It was like Maltese.
Oh, that's Maltese, yeah.
Which it's actually you can't see it. It's like a really crazy blue in the light.
Yeah.
But there's actually like a little bit of like purple.
That's
in it.
gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
Like you can kind of see it like right on the edges.
On the edge.
You can see it.
Gail
like
says that it might be Matisse.
like a little bit of purple.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what it's called, it is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I know what you mean, because the camera can like definitely mess with you, like when it picks up certain colors. Like if I try to do like
I was
I
saying
think it's
I don't know why I was saying it was Maltese.
Red Heart,
but you
not
guys
Red
are
Heart.
right.
If it's Pound of Love, like the cherry red, it totally blows up the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Matisse. Okay. Certain colors, it just like it
Yeah,
burns out the camera.
I still got a couple hints of it.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
It's
Very gorgeous.
My favorite. It's my favorite
You
blue.
can see it really good with the Hank, and you can really see the purple.
Yeah, you can see the purple in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And then
very, very pretty.
Yarn.
Is it in here? Is it in this one?
Ooh, there's going to be something else showing in a moment.
Well, I've got to
More
get off.
coloring?
I got to get off the stick and get that framed.
Oh, cool.
Oh, little tippers.
Oh, I like that.
I used to do coloring all the time. I haven't in ages.
Yeah.
I should again.
finished-
Oh,
I finished
wow.
This one for my grandson.
Wow.
That's
Grandson.
cool.
So much detail. What kind of pencils do you use again?
I use Prismacolor and Castle.
I love the Prismacolors.
Yes, definitely. The softer lead as opposed to the harder lead, definitely.
And then there's some not so expensive watercolors that I use that I like.
Oh, that's lovely.
Ooh. Oh,
Wow.
that's fun. I like that.
It almost looks like one of those blot, psychological blot things that you got to see. what you
Rorschach.
can see. Yeah.
Yeah. Where's my?
Well, actually, if I ever did get some sort of moth, I was thinking about like tattoo idea of a death's head moth, actually.
Right.
Mm.
I'm not going Buffalo Bill, Silence of the Lambs, or anything like that. But no, it was, I think the scientific name was Aberantia Styx, for the death's head moth.
And if I hear you eating favas with a little Chianti, it's over, man. It's over.
Yeah, that was such a good movie, though. I mean, I loved Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster in that movie. That was such a great movie. It really was.
That was a good
And
one.
no, I'm not going to be, dancing to Goodbye Horses either. No. Not gonna. No. But no, that was a great movie. I think that was Thomas Harris or Harris Thomas that did that book. But I'm pretty sure that the name of the moth was the Aberantia sticks. I'm pretty sure. And it came from, I think, Malaysia, if I'm not mistaken. And Jill's saying, moths shouldn't scare you. They're like, teddy bears with wings. They're fuzzy.
Yep.
They eat yarn though.
Well, yeah, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
And then I thought, I'm doing one, so I might do another one for a special friend.
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh. I wonder who that would be for.
I wonder. Very cool.
Oh, I like that.
I have actually thought about getting a tattoo spider
No,
as
but
well.
see, look at there's like the books. There's like books and stuff around, and
That's cool.
like all kinds of little stuff around the edges, like
It's a little kite.
the arrows with the
Welcome to
hand.
my parlor, said the spider to the fly.
So
Right.
it has like all kinds of little
Trinkets everywhere.
like stuff,
Cool.
like that book,
Yep.
like because you work in a library, and you read a lot, so there's like books.
Well, I've been a bibliophile since I was a wee little spider.
Yeah.
Always been a big fan of books. But no, if I ever did get a spider tattoo, it would be an orb weaver. A lot of people get tarantulas or black widows. I would get an orb weaver.
That in the corner of the candelabra with the like melted count, like when you're reading Edgar Allan Poe. So
That thing is awesome. And the
when I was
witch's
looking
room
at
is
it, I
in
was like,
there.
yeah,
Matt,
it's not the right spider.
Dottie wants to know what the coloring book is called, please.
Wonder Morphia.
Yeah. Very, very cool illustrations in there.
This guy, I have a bunch of books from him. Like all of the pictures that you've seen are all.
What's his
from
name?
him.
I can't read it.
It's Kirby Rosanas.
Very cool. Yeah, didn't he also do the other one that you had? The other book, it was like Animalia, Anamorphia.
This one's the Wonder Morphia, and then I've got this one, which is kind of a combination, which is Color Morphia.
Yep.
Mhm.
This was the first one I had got.
Mythomorphia.
Fun.
And this is the one that has the one that Becky likes in it, which is this one.
Ooh, that's
Very striking.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's great.
Very,
Wow.
very cool. That is so much detail.
And then I got this one, which is Alien Worlds, which is by him. And Mythic Worlds.
Oh, cool.
You went all out, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, at different times, stuff like strikes me. So it's like,
Thank you, Panda. Yep.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you. We have such great peoples in chat. We really do.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Alien Worlds one.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's great.
That's intense. Yeah, I think on Netflix there was a series called Alien Worlds, and it was like going into the flora and fauna of different kinds of alien worlds and how they would function together. It was almost like a David Attenborough kind of documentary, but it was completely made up.
So I mean, when I'm not crocheting, it's calming.
Yep.
And I'm still
Yeah,
playing with
why should
color.
kids have all the fun?
Yeah.
Adult coloring is
Look how
always good.
beautiful they look.
If someone wants to get one of these books, the one I would recommend right off the bat is this one.
The Color Morphia. All right.
Because this is a combination of all of those books.
Oh, all
I
right.
wanted just because some of the ones that like when I get around to it, there's a Medusa.
That's cool.
Mm.
I mean, there's some really cool stuff.
Thank you,
Um,
Christy.
but
Oh,
this has
Thank
everything
you so much.
from all of the books in it.
Oh, very cool. I love when it comes to coloring, I especially love doing mandalas because you can, like, I keep starting from the center and then working my way out, and there's so much repetition in there. I
Yep.
absolutely love doing mandalas. There's actually a uh I mean, it's kind of cheesy, but it's an app called, I think, Color by Number, and there are a lot of mandalas in there. There's a lot of other images in there as well. It's very simple, and you don't have any control as to like what color you put where. It's all preordained, but it's
Yeah.
nice. It's mindless. It's relaxing. I play with that sometimes. But actually getting out my pens and pencils and stuff, I haven't done that in eons.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I keep my pencil. This is like my rack of stuff, and I keep my pencils and stuff on the lower part of that rack, so it's always right next to me because I switch between stuff like when my hands start to hurt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes you just need a little bit of a break,
Some
Yes.
variation in there.
especially
Why
when your
not?
yarn is naughty and it needs to go away for a little while. Give it a break and come back to it.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I am with the sewing, because like after a while, my fingers, are like, all right, we've gotten poked 35 million times. We need to switch up to something else.
Oh, yeah.
I was working on my quilt like nonstop for like 2 weeks, and my fingers were really feeling the burn. So that's on the back burner, and that's why I was working on this like a little demon.
Right.
Um,
That's good.
Actually, Gary, I didn't show you. This is the yarn that I got from Russ's box, and I mixed it with Pound of Love.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
It's
So
just
those are the
love
Aberdeen little minis.
Yes, it's the Aberdeen minis,
Yeah.
and so I mixed it with the Pound of Love to give it some extra body, and I'm
Yeah.
using a 9mm hook, and this is going to be my tutorial for tomorrow. So it's the moss stitch done in the round,
Yep.
so it's very easy, one round repeat, and so I could just go completely on autopilot, which is a godsend sometimes.
Do you
Um,
flip the work to do the following row, or do you just continue on the same way?
just going in the same direction, which does give it a bit of a twist to it, admittedly, but it's, for me, it's not a big deal.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes people's tension is pretty much vertical. It's not like leaning. So you're fortunate that way.
Well, I think it does twist a little bit, but I mean, also, like, for instance, if I was having this as like a showpiece, where I'm like, it's hanging, it's like, in a rack or something like that, then, I might be bothered by it more. But if it's on somebody's lap, or if it's keeping somebody warm, you're not going to like
You're not
look at it from like a photographically perfect angle or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
feel,
it's,
the,
and
I
it's
feel the same
handmade.
way when you're doing like your color changes or whatever for say a shawl, for example. You never see a shawl really kind of like laying flat. It's always kind of crimpled, or it's sort of flowy in some way. So like, I don't know, like you wear it and then you kind of get a whole new, it means more to you because you're wearing it, so the colors play a bit differently, and you don't normally walk around with your work like this,
right? Like you're not like, here's my shawl. No, it's wrapped around you. But I mean, for the sake of okay, Deborah, what hook size? Well, it really depends on the thickness of the yarn. Like I'm using 2 strands held together, which is the sort of a thin weight of 4 for the Pound of Love, and then like a weight of 1 or 2 for the other yarn. So I used a 9mm. You can use whatever works best for you. I would suggest, though, using a hook size bigger than you would normally use, because it is a very dense stitch. It's single crochets and chain stitches. So it's a very dense stitch. If you use the hook size that you would normally use, like I would normally use for a weight of 4 yarn, I would normally use like an I, maybe even a J. But for the tutorial, I think I used like a size K because you want it to have some drape, some flow, some malleability. So I would suggest use a bigger hook size, because also it's a lot easier to see the chain spaces that you are going into. If you're using, like if I used a size I, it would be very difficult to see where I'm trying to go into in the chain spaces. You want it to have some flow. So I would say go up at least 1 to 2 sizes bigger than you normally would, for whatever yarn weight that you're using. That's my recommend. But yeah, I mean, when you're doing a thumbnail photo of a shawl, Gary, like you want to have it all laid out and looking all nice and pretty, but that's only for a thumbnail. It's not for practical purposes.
Exactly. Yeah. And what kind of joins did you use for the minis? Because they kind of only go so far, and then you gotta attach a new one.
Well, I think it's called like a magic knot, where you have like one strand and you have your other strand, and you tie a knot of this strand around this strand, and then a knot from this strand around this strand, and then you pull them and have the knots cinched up next to each other. And the thing is that do that enough times, and you're pulling the yarn really, really, really tightly. Eventually, yeah, your fingers will start to hurt because you're pulling the yarn so much. So, after you tug and pull and make sure those knots are secure, then you just trim off the ends. That's how I did my join, because I didn't want to sew in all those ends. Hell no.
That's how I do all my joints, because I learned that knot fishing uses a fishing knot, and
Oh,
it's
that's
never
interesting.
like come undone or like broken into knot. So that's the knot that I use.
Yep.
We call it something else for fishing, but it's the same.
It is a wonderful thing. And because the yarn is so thin, the knot itself, it's very minimal. Like you really don't notice it as you're stitching.
No,
It's very, very small.
because it pulls on itself, it's always tightening down. It's tightening down.
So I mean that's how I joined them all, because otherwise sewing in all those ends, because I think it's 26 yards, which in the grand scheme is not much.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to save myself the grief. So I mean, I joined all of my yarn. I've got this ball and I've got this ball left, out of the box that I got from Russ. And I'm going to go through all these for the sake of the blanket. If I need to keep going, I do have some more of the mini hanks in my stash, but I'm going to do these and see where I'm at. The blanket itself is already over 40 inches by 40 inches.
Wow.
So it's a decent sized lap throw. But I'm just going to keep going, and I'm in the second skein of Pound of Love already. So just going to keep at it and see how big it goes. We shall see.
Yeah, and when we were talking, this is my other Apo.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
Makes me think of a Harlequin, actually.
No.
It makes me think of butterfly wings.
That too.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, because that's what it is.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's cool.
There you are.
I like it.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, this was your tutorial, the butterfly one.
Sorry. The doorbell just rang. I have to go and see who it is.
Alrighty. Well,
have a good night.
Thank you for joining, Gary.
Bye.
Let's see who said that. Enid says, hello, everyone. question, Matt, do you have a tutorial for the butterfly and dragonfly shawl, or you just put it together?
I just put it together. I took a couple of videos from somebody,
Yeah.
Hi, Darth
and
Mom.
and I put them together
Go you.
because there's two different. Because Craig has two different videos, one for the dragonfly shawl and one for the
Yep.
butterfly shawl. So I kind of combine the two. As well.
That's how things are done. You know, you take
It's
stuff
where
that's
I got, it's
pre-existing
where
and
I got
you
my idea for it.
you finagle it together. Sure. You
Just
know,
kind of
I mean,
modify it a bit.
that's how I do a lot of projects where I take a pre-existing idea and then I mess with it and create something new.
And then in between, I have.
It's really pretty.
I'm not sure what you call that stitch with the
The ridge to it.
ridge. So, but I put ridges through that.
I like
Actually,
that.
anything with
Yeah,
texture
it's
is fun. I
backos.
mean, anything with texture is a bit of a yarn eater, but sometimes a little texture goes a long way.
Because I thought, I thought it would make it kind of pop out, and that color would go good with the blue to tone, because that blue is
Super bright.
needs to be toned down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Flipping
mute
Lid
it
says
just a
beating
little
to your own bongos. Exactly. You know, I mean, march to the beat of your own bongos. It's what I always say, you know, and it's how we grow as creative people, by trying new things, trying to think outside of the envelope a little bit, and, you know, going in some sort of circuitous fashion.
Well, that's what I'm trying now, because I've gotten
Good.
past. I've been crocheting almost 2 years now. Okay. What, 2 years? A year and a half?
About 2 years.
About 2 years. So now I've kind of got what I'm, so now it's like, oh, I can take a little bit of this and a little bit of that and throw some cumin in there and a little bit of this and come up with my own.
Yeah. No, I think that's great. And I always encourage people to experiment, try new things, you know, whether it's in the kitchen or in the crochet room, you know, try new things, because that's how you come upon something like a new taste sensation, so to speak.
Exactly.
You know,
Well, that's
by the way, speaking of, sorry?
I was going to say, that's what when my grandmother cooked, she would just put like a pinch of this, a pinch of that. There was no like recipe a lot of the times.
Sometimes it's the best way.
And
By the way, Flippin' Lid says, Tara, I love your blanket behind you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That is the Granny Trellis Chevron, I believe.
It's a pretty blanket.
It was a few weeks ago and matter of fact, I believe Flippin' Lids just did one of those too. I saw her posted on our Facebook group. She used ice cream yarn. It was fabulous.
That's a great yarn. I love the big scoops of ice cream.
Oh, I love
love.
Yep, that's like I'm working.
My favorite is the cookies and cream.
Yep.
I love the cookies and cream because I love the gray colorway. Oh, that's gorgeous.
It's yours.
Is that the corded shells?
Corded shells. I had someone asked me for a baby blanket. She gave me 4 days to come up with a baby blanket.
Dang.
So we are whipping out a baby blanket as quick as we can. I've got as far as I can work with my hat. We've moved over to this.
Oh, I give you credit, you know. Fortunately, it's a baby, not a queen size, so you have that going for you.
That would take forever. I've done a queen size.
Especially if it's a square queen size.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a rectangle, that's one thing, but a square queen size,
Yeah, I up on my phone. I had done one. It was a hooked in sunshine pattern, and I did a full-size bed, and it went all the way to the floor. Let me see if I can
Oh,
figure out. Next thing, this took me, I want to say,
Gonna have a bunch of sheep quivering in their hooves.
yeah, that they were. And it took me probably 6 months to do it because it was just, there was so much texture that they have to their blankets. I'll pull it up.
It's the corded shells.
Yes. It's the square quartered shells.
Hmm.
Let me see. So I only have 10 million pictures.
It's a like a double V stitch with a.
Yeah. And I love it because it's, I think, a 3-row repeat, and it is so easy to do. You don't have to think about it. It just,
Well, also
in the
you're
fabric,
going
I
like into
love,
stitch spaces. You know, when you're going into
yeah.
stitch spaces and as opposed to like into actual stitches, it goes by so much faster. That's why I'm like a huge
yeah.
advocate for anything granny related. You know,
Don't know if you can see this or not. This was
can you
a
turn down
full,
your brightness a little bit?
yeah,
Can see it sort of.
yeah, let me find, no, that is
Zipper,
sad.
zipper, zipper. Zipper,
I
zipper.
know, I'm getting better with
Zipper,
my,
zipper, zipper, zipper.
yeah, let's try that.
Oh, that's lovely.
And that one,
That's a big one.
It's nice.
that took a long time. Matter of fact,
I'm sure.
I should have a better picture of the middle. This is actually the corner of it. And this
Lovely.
was done in Bernat White Baby and then Ice Cream Parfait.
You know, I at my Michael's where I do get the ice cream yard, they used to have a much better selection, but they've pared it down over the years. They used to have so many different colorways, and now it's pretty much just the pink, the blue, the gray, um,
This is what the
maybe the
yellow.
yellow. Yeah, like the yellow is sort of like a non-colorway. I mean, it's yellow
Yeah,
and white. You know, it's kind of a nothing burger. Um, You know, it's sort of like, you know, lemon meringue, like
yeah,
yellow and white are so similar that it's almost to me it's kind of like a nothing burger.
it is.
You know, but like the gray with the cookies and creams, I mean those that's my Jimmy Jam, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite, you know, because I mean, you know, you get a really nice spectrum of the gray to the white back again, you know. So this is
Yeah,
definitely
that's
one of my
pretty
favorites
nice.
when it comes to the big scoops. Love this one.
Yeah,
Used it countless times.
I was lucky I still had some of this in my stash because they don't know what they're having for a baby. And I said, well, gray and white it is. That'll work.
Perfect. Well, the green one, which is I think spearmint, you know,
Yeah.
that one's really nice, you know, and very gender neutral. I mean, the yellow one is also gender neutral. Words are hard, but like I said, the yellow it's sort of a
Yeah.
you know. I'm much more about the grayscale. That's just me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
See,
we have been on for 2 hours. I'm feeling spent. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling spent. So I think we're going to wrap it up because I still have to post my video for tomorrow. It's filmed, but I have to post it, and then
Right.
I have to get to bed at an early hour because I'm getting my ink tomorrow. So I have to go to bed at a reasonable hour tonight, because I'm getting an early start on my tattoo session, which most people are like, that's not early. 3 o'clock for me to actually be there at
Yeah.
3, that's early for me.
That's early for
So
you. That's
And how
early for
long?
you.
How long of a
that's
session
early.
are we talking?
What's that?
How long of a session are we talking?
Well, if it's based on previous sessions, it's probably going to be like 4 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say your last one was like 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, the first hour doesn't really count because it's an hour to get the numbing cream to take
Right.
effect.
Oh, all right.
Numbing.
You know, like they put the numbing cream on and then they wrap me up in cellophane,
Yep.
like in saran wrap, and then I have to wait an hour for it to kick in, and then they go in with the needle, and so then it's like a good, you know, 4 hours of, you know, getting tattooed,
Yep.
which like the first hour not bad because of the numbing cream, and then after like 2 hours, you're like, okay, I can feel it. I can
Right.
feel it. You know, but yeah, like a 4 to 5 hour session tomorrow, if it's based off of previous sessions. But I love it, seriously. It's very life affirming.
It is.
So
I
you're
really
doing
do enjoy it.
You're doing the rest of the sleeve?
Well, it won't be the full rest of the sleeve because there's a lot of real estate to go
Yeah.
on this arm. But it will be, I want to get a nice, big, substantial part of it done.
Piece.
And so my guess is that for the rest of this arm, at the rate that I'm going, I think it's going to be like at least another 3 sessions, you
Yeah.
know, including tomorrow. You
That's
know,
rough.
that's my guess. And then this arm, even more sessions because I only have the 3 pieces on this arm. So this arm is going to take a lot longer, but that's half the fun, you know.
That's rough. That's rough.
You know, I'm a trooper. I'm down with it. So
Yeah,
listen,
I loved getting my tattoo.
it's
It
fun
did not
stuff.
bother me at all.
So we're gonna wrap it up. So listen, guys, as always, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you guys, you know, joining me today. And everybody out there in YouTube land, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked today's video. It just, like I said, just a chill, low-key kind of stream, you know, to avoid the craziness of Black
And as always, it's good to hang out with you, man.
Yep.
Friday and just, you know, hanging out with some friends and having some good.
Yep. Oh, and I think we're gonna lose Craig. He has frozen on us. Well, I guess this was the perfect time for us to end then.
You know, you guys have a guys in the next video. All right. You have a good night, everybody.